Good morning again from Las Vegas. I am Jay, Jeremy, Joanne. We're only doing people with J names today. And we're talking about the Highrise, something that we collectively announced yesterday.
Yes.
Joanne, give us the elevator pitch, even though the elevator was broken in the hotel this morning. Give us the elevator pitch because it could have been really long. But give us a short elevator pitch. And then we'll talk about sort of the how and why and how we all came together to do it.
Oh my God, the short elevator pitch is that you just caught me off guard. The short elevator pitch is this is an event in order to have conversations in the cannabis industry that no one seems to be having so that we can elevate the industry to show that we're like a huge economy. That people should be paying attention to us, and we should be walking out of these conferences like so inspired at a very high level, no pun intended.
Or maybe literally and figuratively, as the case may be. One of the things that we were talking about before we went live is that both here in Vegas, walking the trade show floor, talking to a lot of people in the industry during this conference, but also on the ground in New York, the industry appears to be or is at an inflection point where these conversations are like critically important.
I completely agree. Critically important. And I mean, can we be honest? Like the government
please.
At every single level has completely fucked this thing up. I mean, at every single level. But yes, there are conversations that we should be having and not the same old ones we had 2 years ago.
Yeah. And when we first started talking about doing something like this, there was some of the words I remember talking about are like intimate. Like we don't want thousands of people. We want the right people in the room. We want the speakers to be thoughtful and on point and say something they wouldn't necessarily say in a different forum because of the intimacy. To be focused certainly on New York because that is where you're located. That's where Jeremy's located. That's, I guess, the headquarters of Cultivated.
Yeah. We call my apartment headquarters.
It's a huge headquarters, HQ. But also, I think, and increasingly I think this when I'm here, that is the hub of the cannabis future.
I completely agree. I mean, California, I don't see how they're coming out of the mess they're in. Although, if New York doesn't start doing something about the black market and illegal market, we might find ourselves in the same goddamn place.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. This goes to the actual event. Go ahead.
No.
So this goes to the actual event. One of the things that I think is a super exciting announcement that was in the press release yesterday that we've been talking about a lot is U.S. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand is going to speak at the event. She's going to be in conversation with Jeremy.
Yeah.
And will you, Jeremy, phrase a question maybe more elegantly than Joanne just did about what's happening at the federal government?
I will. I'll probably put it in a little bit more delicate terms than Joanne because I'm a little bit younger and I have to sort of speak up to her. At the same time, and on a more serious note, I think we're really excited to have someone like Gillibrand speak directly to us and via us, the entire industry. I think having someone like her in a small, intimate setting like that can be really, really impactful. And I do have a lot of questions for her. I mean, it's not going to be a grill session per se, but we want to really learn how they're thinking about federal cannabis policy, how that flows down to the state, and what the industry can sort of take from, the relative inaction at the federal level. I'll put it a little bit more delicately than my friend Joanne here, but we will certainly be asking those questions, and we want to get good answers and have a good path to move forward from this conference. I mean, we want it to be forward-looking as well. So,
I mean, you really wondered, are they having those conversations? Because when you read all this every single day, it's like 2 or 3 people in the industry of the House or the Senate who says the same goddamn thing every week, and nothing seems to move forward. And this is a multi-billion-dollar business that every single government is making money off of.
I think you're exactly right. You're exactly right. And sometimes the level of discussion that I hear from, sources on Capitol Hill, it's very, very basic and elementary. This is a really complicated issue. It's very nuanced. And I think people have a 30,000-foot view and they say, oh, it's weed, oh, it's cannabis. But there's so many nuances to this. And I think what we're trying to do at the Highrise is pun unintended, is really elevate that conversation.
Yeah, and break it down.
And break it down, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so Gillibrand and the people that she works with can leave with hopefully a better understanding of what the industry is all about and what we want.
Well, I think understanding is the perfect word, because I'm sure that all of your friends that are not in the industry, people are always like, oh, like, is it legal? Do I need a medical license?
Totally.
It's like nobody understands the intricacies of this business, as well as where's the new tax dollars coming from? I mean, you have farms, you have brands, you have dispensaries, you have medical that are doing research. I mean, there's so many different facets of this industry that could be elevated so much higher up, having interesting conversations and creating a much more profitable, functioning business.
Right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And it's interesting because you said two words, complicated and nuanced,
Yes.
which are not super positive words on Capitol Hill. Right? It's like, oh, it's complicated and nuanced. I am not touching that.
Right.
They don't get it.
I believe that is true.
Yes.
I mean, they don't. I mean, perfect example is hemp. We don't need to go down the hemp hole, but
Sure.
I'm thrilled hemp was nixed because all those people are getting in the back end. But then you have all these different people from the government saying, well, where are they going to get their gummies? It's like at their dispensary. Like, do they even
Gotham in New York.
understand what happened at Gotham in New York? Exactly.
They don't understand. I mean, you're absolutely right. They don't understand.
They don't understand. And I think
Yeah.
uncomplicating it and making it less nuanced is, I mean, it is complicated nuanced, but like helping them understand is critically important. And one of the things that I think is also important and is specific to the Highrise is we want people in the room that can help uncomplicate it, unnuance it.
Yes.
To people like Senator Gillibrand. And that's why I think we're doing something interesting and innovative that we talked about is we want the room to reflect the industry itself.
Yes.
And so I'll try to explain it, then you can make it less complicated and less nuanced. There's applications. You can apply to attend on our website.
Yep.
In a couple of weeks, we will let you know if you're one of the 150 people that you're going in, and then
get the golden ticket.
Get the golden ticket. Yes, and the golden ticket is only $100, right? It's only $100.
Exactly.
I say only. It's not like going to a trade show and not as much as other events. But we want the right people to be in the room to have the conversation, so it can reflect the industry.
Yes.
It can reflect where the industry is, specifically in New York, and reflect sort of what the industry, sort of the full breadth of it.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. I mean, one of the things that nobody really talks about, although there was a narrative that has been forced into every single state from the people above, which is, oh, you're going to get finances. You're going to get money.
Right.
There's going to be people that are going to come in and invest in you. And there's nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Even businesses that are brands that are profitable, that their biggest problem is that they can't get enough of their products in the store because they don't have enough cash flow.
Right.
Can't get money.
Right. Yeah. And so one of the things we're going to be talking about, sorry, good segue.
Yeah.
There's going to be a panel conversation, a really good conversation, and we'll announce all this as we go, as we get closer. But I think we're calling it making cannabis investable again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which I think is really
But it's
important.
not again. It was never.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Although it was funny, yesterday we had a conversation with someone. Did they like starting their second business in cannabis or their first? And he started his first in Canada in 2016. He said it was pretty fun when money was raining from the sky.
Yeah.
That was like,
There was a lot of money at the beginning in Canada.
Yeah. Because those companies went public and and it was all about.
Yeah. As long as you sold and you're not part of the debt holders.
Right.
Yeah. And his company was like picks and shovels. They were the first seed to sale tracking company in Canada. It's made specifically for Health Canada regulations, and like he basically had to use them. So it was a good business to be in for a period of time.
That's great.
Yes. Now he's on to other things. That's all to say. These are the types of things we want to think about and talk about, that the money does not come flowing in.
No, none of it. None. Not even for the brands, and certainly not for the dispensaries. And I think one of the issues, and I'm not as familiar with the other states, but in New York, there was so much conversation about social equity, doing the right thing, on and on and on and on and on. All those companies, we're lucky if any of them will stay in business.
Yeah.
And that is so disheartening because they could have written the rules differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, part of it, and also, it is a difficult business to run. Even all those other things, finances aside, it's a difficult.
Oh, it's very hard. And there's, the security, the cameras, having to put everything. It's highly regulated to the point where it's too regulated.
Yeah. Which is why you sort of, we can have a deeper dive, but that's why you saw sort of hemp fill this vacuum.
Yes, completely.
Yeah.
If you started a liquor store on the corner, of Houston and Bowery, they would close you down in 30 seconds for not having a license.
Right.
If you started one in cannabis, you could hang out for quite some time.
Yeah.
Right. Make enough money to pay the lease.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's January 29th.
Yes.
Tell us where we're going to be, because you've been there.
The Greene
Space.
Yes. Exactly. Which is super cool space. Yeah. It's on the corner of 7th Avenue and Charlton. Thank you.
Yeah. And so we're going to be at the Greene Space. January 29th. It's an afternoon rolling into evening, ending in a networking reception, happy hour. Senator Gillibrand. We have some sponsors we should probably mention.
We should probably mention our
Yes.
sponsors. Thank God for our sponsors.
Thank God for our sponsors.
You know, I mean, who are also saying to themselves,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll say that night or in between now and then, but MFNY,
Yes.
Nabis,
Yes.
Feuerstein Kulik.
Yep.
Yep.
I maybe butchered both of their last names, but I think it was pretty close.
I think that's
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
And I thanked them publicly yesterday as well.
Yeah.
And Dutchie.
Yes. And GTI
and
came in
GTI.
as well.
GTI.
Yes.
So
and
we're
we
like,
have many more in the hopper.
yes.
Feel free to contact us.
And below us right now,
we would love
right
to have
here
more
on
sponsors.
the highrise.nyc, you can go there. You can get in touch with us about sponsorship. It's right. It's like you can sort of see it right here. You learn about the event, learn about the details, apply to attend, see the sponsors, get in touch with us. All those things are on the website, which you should check out right here. What else? I also like the idea that it's like not that far away.
It's not that far away. It's quick. It's fast moving. We're doing this in January and in October.
Yes.
We're going to have interesting kind of content in between there, which we're talking about what we're going to do. I hope that this elevates the industry. I mean, there is such, there's so many things we could say about this industry. I mean, in terms of a narrative that's been forced at us and it's bad for you and it's actually really good for you. But also like, why does it have to be so tacky? Right? Right? Why does it have to be like, oh, you're stoner heads? It's like there's wellness, there's treatment. People come into our store because they had cancer or they have pain or they can't sleep.
Right.
Or, they just want to like relax and they don't want to drink as much. Like, why aren't we talking more about that?
Yeah. And I think that's interesting and an elevated part of the conversation is that is the most common reason people will come into a dispensary. And certainly the questions they ask.
Yes. It's sleep, pain, and sex.
Yeah.
Those are the top three.
Yeah. Two of those things I like.
There you go.
Don't like pain.
Yeah. Well, we could take your pain away with our phone.
I'm on my way. Well, we are like super jazzed. Jeremy and I have been talking about this for a long time. We love the conversations we're having with you. We are super psyched for January 29th in New York City at the Greene Space. And please visit us on the highrise.nyc to get all the information and check back off because we'll be announcing more sponsors as we go and more details about the agenda and an October date that we'll roll into as well.
Yes, an October date we will roll to as well. And then hopefully, based on the success, we'll grow it.
Yeah.
We'll grow it just like, weed.
Yeah. Easier. It may be easier to grow this than
might
weed.
be easier to grow than weed.
There are way fewer regulations around.
We don't need a license to have an event.
That's right.
No, at least not yet. We'll see what happens in New York City.
Exactly.
No, but thank you for joining us here today. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you all for watching this morning and yesterday and tomorrow. We'll be back. Jeremy and I will be back tomorrow, 8:30 Pacific. Oh, that sounds early.
That does sound really
11:30 Eastern time with our partners at High Spirits and Cannabis Musings. And if you're on the trade show floor today or around Las Vegas, hit us up. And people were not afraid to actually talk about the event last night. Like we were fielding questions and interest. So
great feedback.
Fantastic.
Keep it coming.
Yeah. Blow up the box.
Yeah, right here. Right here. The Highrise NYC. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Joanne.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody else in the room. We'll see you in New York, January 29th.
Yes, we will.
Awesome.
All right. Bye.